on Moment for the Youth, Action for More Socio-Economic Development. So before going further, I would like us to reflect on the past events of the Youth Comment, taking view of what has happened, what has been happening in the past, and some of the progress that has already been made in terms of this particular gathering in question. So we would like to the DJ to the set to play the video of some of the success stories of the Youth Connect.
Hello, my name is K. I am from the Gambia here in Sahel. I was first runner-up a Youth Connect Sahel UADP, and I was supported to actually propel the Great Green Wall initiative. Attending the Youth Connect Sahel has been really gratifying. Essentially, I'm able to meet and network with like-minded young people from engaged in various issues that I kind of use as a shopping list to be able to better my work on the ground. So the Youth Connect did not only provide resources to propel my initiatives, but also provide valuable human resources that I came in contact with through networking with various youths. So I encourage the participants to get out of their comfort zones and let as much as they can collaborate with your fellows and co-create with your fellows. This is the ultimate aim of the Youth Connect, is actually change and we want happens if we connect the dots, share our assets, combine our efforts, and build on models that work. So essentially, at the Youth Connect, I think it is this kind of environment that builds up the necessary fire a young person needs. My name is Ismail Rahman. I'm the founder, general manager of Dex Logistics. At Dex, we have the client's accessibility to have their desired products delivered to industry and international. In 2019, I was the winner of the Youth Connect Kitchen competition. Prior to the competition, we were doing deliveries with bicycles, which was making our deliveries very slow. Having emerged winner and got a prize of $50,000, this allowed us to do faster deliveries and improve our delivery process. It also expanded our market with wider audiences. The Youth Connect is the biggest youth platform in the Gambia. This gives opportunities to so many youth to not only showcase their businesses and their ideas, but also gain access to so many opportunities, both locally and internationally.
My name is Fatima Bijao. I am the founder and manager of the University Model Schools in Ghana. I participated in Youth Connection Competition 2022, which I emerged as the first winner with a cash prize of 150,000. This has really helped boost my business because I was able to expand my workspace and buy more machines to expand my capacity. I am employing youth and providing skill work training for them as well. Youth Connect gave me the opportunity to go to Gambia, Lusaka, to participate in the Africa Continental Trade Area. It is created to liberalize the African market for goods and services, promote and attain sustainable and inclusive socio-economic development and structural transformation in state countries within the continent and global market. I was able to network with entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs as well, because I believe that entrepreneurship is the way forward.
Youth Connect is not only a platform for discovering talent, but a space to leverage on the networking to synergize efforts that will make the youth of this country deliver the most that is expected of them. As winner of the Ethical Leadership Model Development, I have enhanced my pitch with support from the National Youth Council for what could eventually become the National Leadership Program. Inspired by the objectives of the Youth Connekt, I established the Speakers Corner Gambia, where I mentor students of tertiary institutions as well as young leaders from the private and public sectors to embrace effective leadership as a tool to bridge gaps, enhance communication, and also to spur their interest in community and civic discourses.
Hello, my name is Socio-Economic. I'm the Youth Connekt Gambia focal point. Youth Connekt is an initiative that is here to enhance the economic transformation of the young people, and also Gambia was one of the 6 pioneer countries to roll out this initiative. If you look at the Youth Connekt initiative, focuses on job entrepreneurship, civic participation, leadership, closing the gender gap, and every chapter is working towards attaining the Youth Connekt African goals. To the side of the Gambia, the government of the Gambia has made deliberate contribution to the Ministry of Youth and Sport in contributing to the Youth Connekt African goals. How? We have a goal of attaining and creating 100,000 jobs by 2025, and also creating 250,000 opportunities through relevant training and skills, closing the gender gap through policies and dialogue, creating 150,000 media ambassadors to connect the Gambians digitally. How do we achieve this goal? It's everybody's responsibility to contribute to the attainment of this. If you are in your working environment, helping 1 or 2 young people, you are contributing to the attainment of the Youth Connekt Gambia. How far have we gone in attending to the Youth Connekt Gambia? At the level of the Gambian chapter, with the aid of partners and the government of the Gambia, we were able to invest in 12 young entrepreneurs in their business ideas and also help them with an amount of $850,000. We are not only investing in their business ideas, but also connecting them with mentors and other market avenues across the sub-region in order for them to expand and also enhance their businesses. Aside from the investment from the young entrepreneurs, we were also able to establish new creative labs that will enable young people to come to the lab, co-create, innovate, and also learn among themselves. And so far, we have offered space to more than 21,000 young people. We have 2 creative labs, one at the NYC Secretariat and one in Jarasoma. So aside from that, we were able to host 2 Youth Connekt Summits. That was the first edition was in 2019, the second edition was in 2022. And what were the outcomes of this? The summit intended to bring young people together, have face-to-face with the authorities. What were the outcomes? It was the summit was able to foster and cement partnerships among relevant stakeholders in contributing to the attainment of the Youth Connekt goals. And as well, the summit was able to enhance and harness talent among young entrepreneurs who have a workable solution towards addressing societal issues. During the network, we were able to organize a gaming festival, which has given space to the young developers who have workable solutions and who are doing extremely well in their business. So bringing them on board was very crucial in having an interaction and inspire their fellow young people in the area of technology. We are also able to conduct a face-to-face, which was a youth engagement on the recovery focus MVP, which we brought the consultant for the recovery focus MVP to have a youth perspective. Also, young people have their own inputs on the document, which is the blueprint of the campaign. The young people are always at the forefront in championing national development. According to our national youth policy 2019-2020, people are the most important national resource of the government. Therefore, I'm committing each and every young person, each and every step forward, irrespective of your faith, irrespective of your walk of life, contribute to the attainment of peace. Youth Connect Gambia. It's not only the government of the Gambia, it's not only the Ministry of Youth, it's not only the National Youth Council.
My name is Satan Mumbaya, and I participated during the Youth Connect Fishing competition in 2022. My participation in the Youth Connect has made me the second runner in the competition and had a grand prize of $100,000. This $100,000 was used to shoot a production of an SGTV series that is sexual and gender-based violence to educate and create awareness for the people on issues of sexual and gender-based violence. Throughout the production, I was able to employ a number of young people in this process, which is just what SDG number 8 in prison written work for young people here in the Gambia. The Youth Connect has exposed me to a series of opportunities, including meeting partners, development organizations, and other young people that I can work with in my future engagement. I urge all of you to participate in the Youth Connect 2023 activities, as this is here for the young people, promoting young people's involvement and participation in national development.
All right, thank you very much. Can we please give a round of applause? And those are few of some of the success stories of previous Youth Connect. The focus for you attending is not only to network, but also an opportunity for you to share ideas and also tap from the expertise and knowledge from other fellow young people in this gathering. So it is day one of 3 days of the summit, which will give you the opportunity to also interact with duty bearers who are present here, discuss some of the key issues that impact, that impede the growth of young people in the Gambia. The focus is growth, advancement, and a conducive level playing field for the potential of young people. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the Minister of Gender and Welfare, Madam Fatu Kinte, who worked in not long ago. I would like at this juncture to acknowledge the organizers of this particular program, which is under the auspices of the National Youth Council, with support from NEDI, UNFPA, UNICEF, GCCI, UNDP, RICA, and UNESCO. I would like to now call on Mr. Alaji Jadi, who is the Executive Director of the National Youth Council, to give us the opening, the welcoming remarks. Mr. Alaji Jadi, welcome to the podium.
Thank you very much, Madam MC, for this great event. A warm good morning to each and every one of us. First and foremost, beginning with Honorable Minister Boy, the ably representing the Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, my very own Minister, Mr. Bakari Baji, and other cabinet colleagues here present, trade, agriculture, and of course, gender, to the UNRC, Madam Watana, and of course the other UN resident representatives who are here present in this gathering. The chairperson of the National Youth Council, Madam Aida Jata, and of course other council members here present, the permanent secretary at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, all other directors and deputy executive directors of the ministry who are here present. Of course, our other invited dignitaries are present, participants from the various regions, from the various organizations that we have invited to this very event, both from the media, heads of security, and of course, agencies here present. A warm good morning to each and every one of you. My task is quite an easy one, is to formally welcome each and every one of you to Youth Connect Gambia Summit 3.0. The first Youth Connect in 2019 was in this very hall. Here we are back, Youth Connect 3.0, back to the Caravan Beach Hotel for another 3 days event. We want to thank all of you for coming. And we want to assure you that as the National Organizing Committee, the National Youth Council, and by extension the Ministry of Sports, we want to assure you that we will do our utmost attention that the Youth Connect 3.0 becomes a memorable and of course far better than the other two that we have had. It might interest you to know that last year during the Youth Connect Summit, we had an open call. 600 participants applied. We are only able to shortlist 125. This year, when we opened the call, over 1,000 Gambian young people applied. Again, we are only able to take in 125. I think this shows the amount of interest young people have in the summit. And it's only because of the meager resources that we have to bring this number up. We want to really avail all partners to support us to ensure the summit becomes bigger and better, that we're able to attract more and more young people to come and take part in this session. Beyond the open call, we have representatives from our regional youth committees. All the 7 regional youth committees are able to represent us. We also have representatives from our national youth organizations that are also present in this hall. We have representatives equally from the different people, those in the sporting fraternity, young entrepreneurs, young politicians. You find all of them right in this hall. But the intention is to ensure that we are not leaving any cohort of young people out. But each and every cohort of young people should be able to be represented in whatever small number we have. And this is what we have done, ensuring that no young person or no category of young people are left out. The session will take the format of plenaries, panel discussion, of course be teaching, and again, we have our young entrepreneurs outside. Please, during the course of the 3 days or before we leave, let's please pass by, see what they do, and obviously patronize them. These are products made in the Gambia, and we think we all have a responsibility to really support these young entrepreneurs so that they are able to elevate their businesses to the next level. This year's session will have a new add-on, and the add-on is a ministerial session. The young people will have the opportunity for the first time to have 5 ministers on the same panel to tell you at the level of the administration what opportunities are available, what are they doing for young people in this country. This is for the first time, and it's really a great add-on to this summit. And I hope those of us here present as young people will really take the opportunity to really listen, to really know what some of these government ministries have for us. Sometimes the challenge is opportunities are there, but we do not know that they are there, or we do not know how to tap these opportunities. So we think this will provide the opportunity to know what these government institutions are doing and how to really tap on the opportunities that exist at that level. At this moment, I wish to thank all our partners. First and foremost, beginning with the government of the Gambia. During the Youth Connect Summit, the first session or the second one, we had little government contribution, little government participation. During this year's summit, government has contributed a significant amount. More than 30% of this year's budget has been supported by the government of the Gambia. And I think this is really worth coming. Including, of course, our able minister. During the last election in Banjul, we had government committing more than 80% of the funding, again, for the first time. I think this shows the amount of interest the government has in what young people do in this country. Again, we want just to thank our UN colleagues, the UN partners through the UN his office for really coordinating the support that came from other UN partners, notably from the UNDP, UNFPA, and certainly from we wish to thank all of you for the support that has been provided to make this event a memorable one. Again, thanking our partners, the Minister of Environment through the RICA project, NEDI from our own ministry, and of course, yes, NEDI from our own ministry that really supported to ensure we have a successful event. We want to thank all of you and wish to assure you that this will certainly be a memorable event. We will do all our utmost to ensure that during your stay, or we do all in our capacity to ensure we do not have any issues, but all goes as smooth as possible. So let me thank all of you and formally welcome each and every one of you to Youth Connekt Gambia 3.0. I thank you all for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aladi Jaju, the Executive Director of the National Youth Council. Mr. Jaju has almost been everywhere at the forefront on ensuring that this program becomes a success, and here we are today. Mr. Jaju's leadership has shown that of resilience in the cause of young people in this country, and I think that actually deserves some commendation and a round of applause. We've been told about government's commitment. Usually when it comes to issues of young people, questions have really usually been asked about how much have government actually committed to the cause of young people in this country. And as we've heard from Mr. Aladi Jali, government this year has contributed over 30% towards the hosting of this particular summit. And then with the presence of the significant chunk of government ministers here, shows indeed well that government is really committed to the cause of young people in this country. And I think this also deserves some round of applause. It's a 3-day event, and there has been a lineup of activities from today all the way to the 3rd day of the event. And I hope you will take view of whatever it is going to be done during this, in the confines of this hall, and all other convergence that is going to be done, to be able to ensure that the impact becomes bigger and it is recognized evidently. And now I would also like to recognize the presence of the security chiefs here who are with us in this particular gathering. And don't forget also the hashtag for this particular event is hashtag YC Summit 23, hashtag YCGMB23, so that it will go viral. So at this juncture, I will invite the UN Resident Coordinator to give our statement.
Thank you, everybody, for giving me the floor, also giving me the opportunity to stand here and deliver a statement on behalf of the UN in the Gambia. Honorable Minister of Public Service, Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, all ministers here present, Minister of Trade, Agriculture, Gender, I hope I didn't miss anyone. Respected senior government officials, the Executive Director of National Youth Council, colleagues from the UN family in the Gambia, distinguished members of diplomatic community, representatives of civil society, and particularly the youth organizations here present. And I stand here for the second time. I was here last year in the same place, celebrating the same event. So it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at the launch of the 2023 Youth Connekt Gambia Summit. Our theme of this year, Moment for the Youth, Action for More Socio-Economic Development, is reflective of our collective responsibility to youth and a call to action. The Youth Connekt initiative, as mentioned by my predecessor, has come a long way since its inception in Rwanda in 2012. When the Gambia joined this transformative movement in 2018, it became a pioneer among African countries. And through this stepping stone, we have seen the positive impact of youth engagement, especially in the areas of skill development, entrepreneurship, innovation, gender equality, and leadership. I think we saw on what they showed us as achievements, all areas have been covered, and we are happy to see that youth can engage in all the domains. And beyond an important annual summit, Youth Connekt serves as a critical platform for networking and mentorship, and is designed to enable young Gambians to access opportunities, resources, and key stakeholders. And happy to see that government is engaging and putting the youth as a priority in the national development. It's also a chance to nurture our youth by providing key knowledge and skills, focusing on employment, technological innovation, gender equality, and sustainable development. But what sets Youth Connekt apart is its commitment to go beyond rhetoric of youth development. We are here to strategize and to act for a peaceful, inclusive, and prosperous Gambia. Young Gambians are not passive beneficiaries. They are active contributors to national building. They are the artisans of social change, the architects of innovation, and the advocates for justice, peace, and equality. To government officials and policymakers present with us today, it is our duty to listen, engage, and incorporate the insights and recommendations coming out of this summit into national strategies. The youth have spoken, and they will continue to speak. And it is upon us to listen, act, and ensure they have the space to be creative, innovative, and lead change. To our partners in the private sector, this is an opportune moment to invest in youth-led initiatives. Financial backing and mentorship can transform a young entrepreneur's vision into a successful enterprise, contributing not only to individual growth, but also to national development. And to my colleagues in the UN system and other international partners, let's align our programs and resources to support youth-centered policies. And let us become the facilitators who turn these ambitious goals into concrete actions. And to the youth, your voice is your power. Insist on being heard. Continue to challenge the status quo and strive to be the solution. You are not just the future, you are the leaders of today, and your actions will shape the Gambia of tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, let's see this summit serve as a pivotal moment, a turning point in and as we conclude our deliberations and depart from this venue, let it be with a renewed sense of purpose and a concrete plan for action. I thank you all for your kind attention, and let us make Youth Connekt 2023 not just a moment, but a movement, a lasting legacy for the youth and for the family. I thank you all.
Thank you very much to you and Resident Coordinator. Quite very salient points made and important information that has been given here. Two things for me here is that youth are active contributors to national development, and also your voice is your power. This is quite a very strong message, and I think we should be able to take cue from what he said, that we are active partners of development. Yeah, we should be able to use our voice to be able to ensure that whatever we want and look forward to is achieved at the end of the day. We may like to give her a round of applause once again. Well, as I stood here at some point, I reflected and said, did I even introduce myself? But I later thought, is it because of hunger or something? So I wouldn't want to say why I did it, because maybe the Sisekundas and the Kamarakundas might actually say something. So I will leave it at that for now. But anyways, we'll proceed further. This particular gathering, like we said, I said earlier, and it was informed earlier, was born in Rwanda in 2012, when they saw the need that the young people of Africa rather, contribute a significant chunk of the population of Africa, with most of them unemployed. So in today's gathering, we will be able to take inspiration from Rwanda, and then we will have the Minister for Youth of Rwanda to give us some statement so that we will be able to tap from some of the knowledge we're going to share with us. We have the video that Minister of Youth of Rwanda.
Your Excellency, Mohamed Shalom, Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, Honorable Bakari Bashir, Minister of Youth and Sports, and all other distinguished ministers present, honorable members of the National Assembly, permanent secretaries from various ministries, United Nations Resident Coordinator and resident representatives, Excellencies, members of the diplomatic missions, members of the National Youth Council, young people of the Gambia, ladies and gentlemen. It is a profound honor for me to join you for this special occasion and to extend my warmest congratulations to the Republic of the Gambia for hosting the Youth Connect Africa Gambia Summit 3.0. The commitment and investment made by the government of the Gambia in empowering its youth have not gone unnoticed, and these actions serve as a source of inspiration for youth beyond the borders through the Youth Connect Africa platform. Honorable ladies and gentlemen, the Youth Connect Africa, an initiative spearheaded by the President of Rwanda, His Excellency Paul Kagame, is in alignment with the vision of investing in our youth today if we are to plan for a strong tomorrow. Africa's youthful population, which now exceeds 500 million, constitutes over half of our continent's population, and it is estimated that by the close of this century, Africa will become the world's youngest continent. This demographic shift will have a great impact on the global stage, with African youth leading the way in innovation, production, and shaping the workforce of tomorrow. So today, we take a moment to celebrate the impactful initiatives of Youth Connect Gambia, including the consultative and intergenerational dialogues that have informed the review of various national reforms, programs, and policies. We also applaud initiatives such as the youth fairs, digital festivals, summer boot camps, and significant capacity building efforts aimed at empowering entrepreneurs and young professionals. These initiatives stand, among others, as powerful opportunities to harness the energy and creativity of young people to generate tangible and sustainable impact. Indeed, when the wisdom of the older generations combines with the innovative and fearless spirit of youth, the possibilities are truly boundless. We, as Africans, now find ourselves at a unique crossroad, which is a pivotal moment in our history. We are presented with an extraordinary opportunity and an immense responsibility to create an environment that equips our youth with the resources and skills they need to lead socio-economic transformation and regional integration as the foundational dreams of Africa. The Youth Connect Africa initiatives unites our continent in the pursuit of Agenda 2063 for the Africa we want. Our central focus is to empower young people by providing them with platforms for leadership, so our young leaders can take full advantage of the opportunities to participate in the communities as initiators of change. Skills and entrepreneurship support to ensure our youth is also equipped with the ability to and adapt to society. As Youth Africa is dedicated to seeing our young people not just surviving but thriving. By prioritizing the physical and mental health, we set the stage for a future where they can excel in all aspects of life. As we convene here today to engage with the youth of Gambia and the broader region under the theme, A Moment for Youth, Action for Movement to Economic Transformation, I want to emphasize the importance of that carry within them national It is your time to lead and bring about transformative change. You have the potential, the energy, and the vision to drive progress and innovation in all areas of society. The opportunities you seize and the challenges you overcome will be woven into the tapestries of Africa's future, as your stories will inspire your generations to come. Your Excellency, Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, honorable ministers, distinguished guests, our beloved youth, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. Before I conclude, I wish to share a quote from President Paul Kagame on the occasion of the Youth Connect Africa Summit 2022. I quote, "At least we must also, and as leaders, do our part to recognize that young people are equal partners in our development agenda. We know you have ideas on how to train more effectively, build stronger health systems, combat climate change, reduce inequality, and much more. We therefore have a duty to listen to you. These words remind us of the necessity to supplement capital development of our youth as another vast resource our continent possesses. We must see beyond the challenges we face today and recognize the boundless opportunities for growth, development, and progress. And it is the duty of our youth to unlock this potential. In closing, allow me to invite all of the African youth following us today to imagine how far our continent and her people could reach if all of us worked together for a common goal, a sustainable and an inclusive socio-economic transformation of Africa. Our moment is now, and Africa's destiny belongs to you, the youth. Lastly, it is my pleasure to share with you all that the 6th Youth Connect Africa Summit is scheduled to take place in Nairobi, Kenya from 8 to 12 December 2023. This year's summit will serve as a platform for youth and partners from the public, private, and civil society sectors from across the continent to come together, share their experiences, and chart a course for the future. I look forward to seeing all of you in Nairobi, and again wish you a successful summit and fruitful deliberations. Thank you for your kind attention.
Well, those are strong messages there from the Minister for Youth of Rwanda. Quite very key point she made mention of. Like you said, it is your time to shine, to lead, and take part in transformative change. The focus is not for you to survive, but to thrive. And I think that is really important. So on this note, I would like to invite her counterpart here in the Gambia, that is the Minister for Youth and Sports, Bakari Y. Baji. Bakari has always been in the forefront of youth development in the country, and that can be attested to in all forms. So, Mr. Bakari Y. Baji, you're welcome to the podium. But before that, I would also like to acknowledge the presence of one of our youngest Pan-Africanists here in our midst, who is Usman today. Welcome, sir.
Thank you to the Master of Ceremony, and good morning to everyone here. Our special greetings to the Minister of Civil Service, who is here representing the Vice President, who could not make it here due to other state engagements. Good morning to the honorable ministers of trade, agriculture, and gender, and to the resident representative of the United Nations, our chairperson of the National Youth Council, and the executive director, and other members of the council who are here, the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and other representatives from the University of the Gambia, the head of the UN system in the Gambia, UNFPA, UNDP, WFP, and the service chiefs that are all present. Of course, our brother, Mr. Ture, the director of Youth and Sports, Mr. Jao, and all the directors under the ministry. We've seen councillors from some of the area councils, Honorable National Assembly members, and all the young people that are invited, and those that have applied and selected to participate in the Youth Connect 3.0, the Youth Connect 2023. I am honored to stand before you this morning as we all join the young people, both from the country and those that are invited from neighboring countries, to celebrate yet another Youth Connect Gambia Summit. As you all heard, this is the third edition of the Youth Connect, the first being the one held in 2019, and the second was in 2022. We all joined the young people here for many reasons. One, because the government of His Excellency President Adama Barrow, the entire executive, recognizes the role that young people play in the development of any country. And that is why we thought it's so important that ministers are invited not just to attend the opening, but also to participate in the ministerial panel, where young people will be given the opportunity to interact and ask questions about what each ministry has for the advancement of our young people, both in the urban and in the rural area. The power of young people cannot be overestimated in the age of rapid change and innovation. Your creativity, your passion, and your determination have the ability to transform the landscape of our society. It is up to you to harness this power for the betterment of our communities, our country, and the global community. And I have no doubt that all of you are ready to take advantage and the opportunities are available to make that change, not just in yourself as individuals, but in the communities where you live and the country that we all cherish as ours. The Youth Connect initiative came into being to empower young people through enhancing their knowledge, experiences, and skills, while investing in their ideas, innovations, and initiatives. The Gambia was among the first 6 countries to launch the initiative, and the chapter is so far one of the best models out of the 33 member countries that have Youth Connect in the States. I am happy to give a rundown of the chapter's achievements since its launch in 2019 by His Excellency President Adama Barrow. The government of the Gambia, through the Ministry of Youth and Sport, has made voluntary commitments to contribute to the achievements of the Youth Connect Africa goals. The Gambia's goal focuses on jobs and entrepreneurship, education and skills, civic participation and leadership, gender, technology, and innovation. So far, the Youth Connect has established fully operational youth creative labs, one at the National Youth Council Secretariat within the country municipality, and another one at the Soma Mini Stadium in the Lower Ibarito. Since its inception, the labs have provided space and training for over 2,100 or 21,000 young leaders, entrepreneurs, adolescents, and children to connect, experience, and learn from each other. The chapter has invested and supported 12 young entrepreneurs who have pitched their innovative business that addresses specific social problems with a total cash prize amounting to $850,000. Reports have shown that the investment have helped in scaling up their business ventures. I am happy to announce that this year's summit will make even a bigger prize with a total of $1,075,000, which will be distributed among 15 young entrepreneurs who are going to emerge as winners. The initiative has helped young Gambians, entrepreneurs showcase their business ideas for other African countries, notably in Rwanda and in Zambia. The Youth Internship Program, aligned to Youth Connect Gambia goals, piloted for 40 young professionals for a period of 6 months in various organizations with a view of enhancing the empowerment potential of the targeted beneficiaries. The chapter participated in national youth dialogues on reform through the TRRC, CRC, that's the Commission on the Constitutional Review, the National Human Rights Commission, and the SSR. More than 300 young delegates were mobilized and given the opportunity to provide feedback on the various reform mechanisms and development issues in the country. Their understanding of these mechanisms facilitated their participation in this reform process. During the NACON 2022, A consultative dialogue was conducted on the Focused Recovery National Development Plan, otherwise called the RFNDP, to have a youth perspective on these development blueprints. The initiative conducted a digital and economic skill festival that gives the opportunity for young developers to showcase their skills and innovation and address societal problems. Ladies and gentlemen, all invited guests, at the ministry level, the Ministry of Youth and Sports and its satellite institutions have in the previous years conducted a series of activities. Notably, is the National Youth Service Scheme, which recently launched the National Youth Service Graduate Program in collaboration with the University of the Gambia for 100 young graduates of the UTG. They have completed their orientation session and are currently being ready for posting, some of whom have already been placed in various institutions across government. The President International Award Scheme recently awarded over 2,000 participants in various categories, such as the gold, silver, and bronze. And the gold award was presided over by His Excellency President Adam Barrow, while the silver and the bronze were done by the governors of the various regions. The Gambia's own initiative, which is called GSI, has over the years trained several young people in agro-skills development. Significant young people across the country have benefited from their initiative and are now either self-employed or employed by different agricultural projects across the country. The National Enterprise Development Initiative, with the funding from the government, have launched the Youth Revolving Loan and Grant Scheme for young entrepreneurs. This initiative is meant to support young entrepreneurs who otherwise do not have the capital at their scale of business they're doing. Sports is currently in the process through the funding of the Commonwealth Secretariat to review the National Youth Policy that expired in 2019. And we hope that in the next 7 months, the Gambia will relaunch its policy, this time around focusing on the concept of sports for peace and development. In the same way, we are reviewing the National Youth Council and the National Sports Council Act in order to repeal and develop National Sports Act and National Youth Act, which will cover in a bigger aspect the needs of the young people in the sports sector. As a ministry, we wish to assure all of you for our continuous commitment to equip our young people with the right skills and competence for them to excel in the work that they do through the provision of socio-economic development and skills training where necessary. I challenge young people, an individual that is here, be it the ministries or your ministries, the UN system, to continue to provide the support that is necessary for us leaders. The future of this country depends on how well we take care of our young people. If we do well in investing in the youth today, we will be guaranteed of a brighter future. The failure is the opposite of a brighter future for young people. I'm pleased to announce in this gathering that the Gambia intends to host the Youth Connekt Sahel Forum in 2024. Subject to the approval of the executive, the Sahel Summit will bring inter-Sahelian government, youth leaders, ministers, national and international organizations to interact, exchange experience, and offer workable solutions to problems confronting young people. In closing, I want to emphasize that our future is not a distant reality. It is being written today in the choices we make, the actions we take, and the vision we share. Let us join together to ensure that the young people are provided what is necessary for their development. At this venture, I want to once again express our appreciation to the UNDP that have been with us throughout this journey, and also to the UNFPA that have supported the previous Youth Connect, but did so in this Youth Connect as well. All the other donors are recognized as one half from the ED, and we want to express our thanks for all the support that you will provide. But we want to challenge that let it not just be the event-based support, but to support the processes that Youth Connect Gambia will be embarking on in the coming months and years. On that note, I want to thank everyone, especially my colleague ministers, for answering to our call. I wish you all a successful Youth Connect 2.0. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for those words of wisdom and reassurances to the young people of this country. Well, do not forget the hashtag for the summit, which is hashtag YC Summit 23, hashtag YCGMB 23. So up next we'll be having an interview. But before that comes in, I want to gauge how much we understand what they're going to sing. These are young people who have been not only entertaining, but they educate as well in their songs. So there is one song that has been making rounds. Most of us actually know the song. So if we do not know one line of the song, so we'll allow them to go. There will be no interlude, and I'll invite the Honorable Minister representing the Vice President to give the statement. But I know you don't want that. It might be too much of statements. So the song, we know about the ecstasy song, Gao, right? So I'll just say one more. Although I do not know the lyrics that much, so they will crucify me later on. But then it's just me rhyming with what some of the words of the song. It says, "The ecstasy." Are you here? The ecstasy. I know the other word, but then it's fine. You guys know. So you guys read. So now I'll invite Bystars Entertainment to come on stage.
Stop the argument. Do you know what hinders socio-economic development? Why ñàkk jàng? Democracy bu amul àpp, political instability, scarcity of modern technology, the xuloo, the xeex, and the list goes on. Haven't you heard about the youth connected? The moment for the youth. Action for social and more economic development. Why not? So in the action, waxuñ sawal soccer ak karaté. Li may wax leer na. Li nga wax leer na. Laaj nañ pour connect fii ba son connect tuñ. Dégg nga? Jox leen ma réew mi for 90 days. 90 days, I will connect the whole Gambia. This is my one negativity. So how can we connect? How can we connect? How can we connect when the wires of our hearts are cut? How can we connect when our souls are electrocuted? How can we reason when our brains are in prison? What is the difference between black comedy and black whispers? That black is so pleasant to look at, but black is full of pensive sadness. What is our black fairy tale? And I begin to go to continue rate and before black is the exam they term as failed. Black is the detainee they don't want to pay. Black is treated like the monkey with its tail. Black is the seed they say that will never see. The black names. The name part. Black is what they say is chimpanzee, monkey, donkey, hungry, angry. Then you go on it, whatever. Black names, you can't tell them. Black homes far away, black kilometers far away from home. The black man imprisoned in his cell alone. A black boy executed by electric chair. Black stinking nails, black dependent nails. Black man, black male, black heart, black mind, black treated like gods. A moment for the youth. You see the cards that you're talking about? Then you Marias. Then you take two, then you up, then you back. Bomb last card, Alice. Black raped, black undressed. Black. Stab black in the chest. Black takes a gun and shoot black into the sky. King comes. They treat us like king comes. They took our rights and made us live with the wrongs. Gambia, make them know that our sun will shine. It's a moment for the youth. So you connect la dole. Gambians unite. Gambia united. The sweet kami muna ni Tessa Tedore. You don't go, they don't talk about it. You like we will go, we will talk about it. You like we will smile, we will smile, we will smile about it. You like we will sing, we will sing, we will sing about it. You like we will dance, we will dance, we will dance. They don't talk, they don't talk, they don't talk about it. You connect, we will talk, we will talk, we will talk about it.
When was the first time you heard about sustainable development goals and the 2030 agenda? Probably 2 to 3 years ago, or even less. This could be because you were not taught or told, and it was not an integral part of your lives while growing up. The Youth Connekt Gambia is committed towards achieving these goals. But the question is, how do we achieve this? We should make sure that it's part of each and everyone's concept and values, and that everyone is involved, particularly children. And you must be wondering, how can a global agenda that has been negotiated by world leaders be taught to young children? The answer is quite simple. Pedagogy, the science of education. Children love learning. They love to explore and are quite creative. We should give them the chance to feel, to experience, and understand the importance of all the SDGs. Children do not only listen to what we say, but watch what we do. But we should be role models and practice what we teach. We should give them the chance to be world leaders, to learn from our positive examples. I do hope and believe that the Youth Connekt Gambia will have a snowball effect towards raising awareness that this should be achieved through enabling that everybody is involved from their early years, together with pedagogues, parents, teachers, decision makers, and children. We will have a healthy, equitable world, more socio-economic development, because this is the moment for the youth. More action for socio-economic development. Can I hear that again? More action. Thank you so much.
We said and I leave you under mom. Everybody. You connect. You connect. Everybody, you connect. We will smile about it. You connect. We will sing about it. You connect. We will dance.
Well, thank you to Bright Stars Entertainment there. That was quite educative and entertaining. A round of applause for them once again. While we should be able to reflect on some of the messages, the key messages that have been said in the song, it was a very important one for me, and I think most of us will actually take a moment of time to reflect on some of the messages that they've said. In the process of bringing to fruition the needs and aspirations of young people in this country, in this collective, and I think we will all endeavor to look inward and see how best we ensure that we all thrive at the end of the day. So I would like to recognize the President, Minister of Communication and Digital Economy who just walked in, and also two of our international delegates from Youth Connect Liberia, Joseph Johnson and Beatrice Smith. Thank you for joining us today. So, without much ado, I would like to invite the Honorable Minister representing the Vice President, the Minister of Public Service, Administrative Reform, Policy Coordination. Minister Maboy, please.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, other ministers here present, I recognize the Minister of Trade, Minister of Agriculture, Minister of the Honorable National Assembly members here present, the Youth Advisor in the Office of the President, the UN Residence Coordinator and other heads of UN agencies here present, permanent secretaries and senior government officials. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. I am standing in for the Vice President, whose statement I'm going to deliver. But the message from him is that he would have loved to be with you. And I guess because of other state engagements, he could not. So asked me to represent him. And this statement reads, it gives me great pleasure to deliver this on this auspicious occasion of Youth Summit 3.0 on behalf of the government of the Gambia. Your presence here, your energy and your dedication are a testament to the strength and potential of our nation's youth. The African Union has endorsed the Youth Connekt model for its Pan-African effort aimed at supporting, motivating, and capacitating African youth to contribute to the continent's socio-economic growth. The Gambia has been praised for its leadership in pursuing Youth Connekt efforts as one of the first 6 countries to implement the initiative. This is a platform that allows young Gambians to collaborate and showcase their skills and innovations in order to collectively contribute to the country's progress. This year's theme, which is Moments of the Youth, Action for More Socio-Economic Development. The summit therefore aims to improve equal resource redistribution and encourage all stakeholders to participate in the achievement of the Youth Connekt Gambia goals. Though the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Youth Connekt Gambia chapter has been demonstrating outstanding efforts in jobs and entrepreneurship, education and skills, civic participation and leadership, gender, technology and innovation. This demonstrates that youth development is a key priority to the government of the Gambia and has gained traction with this summit serving as an excellent example. However, the Youth Connekt, a program under the Ministry of Youth and Sports, through the National Youth Council, aims to create 100,000 jobs by 2025 in order to reduce youth unemployment from 38% to 25%, in line with the National Development Plan NDP goals. The goal is not just to offer career possibilities, but also to develop young leaders and digital ambassadors to connect and digitally empower youth to be role models in their communities. Finally, the Youth Connekt program ensures youth participation in policy creation while also urging other stakeholders to address youth problems in the context of a broader framework that encompasses regional, national, and global responses. The Gambia government recognizes the difficulties we face, from unemployment to access to decent education, and from environmental issues to political involvement. We are devoted to collaborating with you to address these issues and make your aspirations a reality. On behalf of the government of the Gambia, I applaud the National Youth Council through the Ministry of Youth and Sports for gathering all development actors to encourage policy dialogue, robust investment for youth and partnership to achieve the goals of the Youth Connekt Gambia. We also thank the Youth Community and all key stakeholders success of the 2023 Youth Connekt Gambia Summit. On behalf of the President of the Republic of the Gambia, I wish to declare these 3 days convergence of Youth Summit 2023 officially open and wish all delegates successful deliberations.
Thank you, Honorable Minister Babukar Boyrada, sorry. So thank you for reiterating government's commitment to champion in the cause of youth development. And I think this is quite reassuring as he actually officially opened the Youth Connect Gambia 2023. So I would just like to make a short note that Ahuna Ezeakowa, the currently Assistant Secretary General and Director of UNDP's Regional Bureau for Africa, during her visit to the Gambia actually made a commitment that the UNDP office should actually facilitate to ensure that Bright Stars Entertainment is able to do a short play on the Timbuktu. And I hope the new contract will actually take up on that to ensure that they will actually be part of those that will be at the Youth Connect Africa. So on that note, we will be having a photo session, after which there will be a very important where we are going to have 5 ministers here face to face with us to discuss opportunities that are available in these ministries and how best we could also be able to tap on these things to advance our growth. So I would like to call on the High Chief to pause and come downstairs so we can go and have a short photo session outside and later return for the ministerial panel, which will be moderated by Lala today. Thank you. And for the Kundas and Kamara Kundas that wanted to challenge, you can go for your coffee session for 30 minutes before we return. Thank you.